So how much is bride price in Igbo land?
In Igbo land, if you have like 500 pounds, you are good to go in every aspect of the bride price and everything.
We Yorubas feel the bride price. It's not, you're not exchanging your daughter. They always say there's no price you can pay on, you can place on her, regardless of the level of education. If she has 3 PhDs or she hasn't gone to school, it's the intrinsic, the value she has as a human being that they tell her no amount of money can buy.
When your bride price is not paid, they will not value you in the marriage.
Let me give you a brief understanding of what bride price is all about. The payment of bride wealth is most often a matter of social and symbolic, as well as economic reciprocity, being part of a long series of exchanges between the two intermarrying families. It consolidates friendly relations between them, provides a material pledge that the woman and her children will be well treated, symbolizes her worth to the community, and provides a level of compensation to her natal family for the loss of her labor and company. Bride wealth is often one part of a reciprocal exchange, in which case it is accompanied by the provision of a dowry, a payment presented by the bride's family to that of the groom. Bride wealth may consist of money or goods, and it may be paid in one sum or installments over a period of time. The goods transferred may include a diverse array of items such as livestock, bolts of cloth, drink, food, traditional weapons such as spears, and vehicles. When the exchange entails the provision of labor to the bride's family, it is known as bride service. The practice is common in all parts of the globe in one form or another, but as an instrument for the legitimation of a marriage, is most highly developed in Africa. In many traditional African societies, the husband could not assume full rights to the sexual, economic, or procreative powers of his wife until a standard portion of the bride wealth had been transferred. Bride price in Zimbabwe, where I'm originally from, can range from $1,000 to a whopping $40,000. A Zimbabwe media article recently reported the following. Hillary Makaya is officially off the market after businessman Andrew Manongere reportedly paid US $40,000 as bride price. In Nigeria, both Igbo and Yoruba tribes tend to return bride price to the groom, as this procedure is merely seen as ceremonial. However, in most parts of Africa, the bride's family retains the bride price. In South Africa, brides also present dowry to the groom's family. One of the basic functions of a dowry has been to serve as a form of protection for the wife against the very real possibility of ill treatment by her husband and his family. A dowry used in this way is actually a conditional gift that is supposed to be restored to the wife or her family if the husband divorces, abuses, or commits other grave offenses against her. Now, let's look at this issue from the extreme side of things.
Okay, fellas, meet the most expensive woman in Africa. Yeah, the most expensive woman in Africa. Absolutely. So when I say expensive, I mean somebody paid a dowry for this girl. Like probably in your country you call it bride price or the lobola. $1 million and 500 cows. The most expensive dowry or expensive woman in Africa. A family just got paid $1 million with 500 cows. 500 cows and $1 million. Bravo. Clap them hands. Okay, this is absolutely crazy. Absolutely insane. Her name is Atiak Daouriak, 19 years old, 7 feet tall. That's about 2 meters, 13 centimeters. She's a giant. Look at the skin color. Melanin, pure melanin. You and me are liars. This is real melanin right here. This is Africa at the deepest level. Look at that. Look at them legs. Like a gazelle. Look, she looks like a giraffe and a gazelle put together. Now, with the black skin, unbelievable, like silk. Oh my God, look at that girl. $1 million. That's how she deserves it. 7 foot. Oh, God. I'm losing my word. 2 meters, 13 centimeters.
Hello there. Welcome to my channel. My name is Faith Dodger and I'm literally the girl next door. It's a sunny day in London and I am just going to go around chatting with Africans based in London. I just want to pick their brains and find out what their views are on bride price and whether it should be abolished. If you are as curious as I am, please continue watching this video right to the end. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
I'm from Nigeria, Edo State, Benin City.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, why is bride price an important aspect of African marriage customs?
In my country,
Yes.
yeah, especially where I come from, Edo State, yeah, your bride price have to be paid because that is where the respect comes from. Your husband will respect you and even your environment, your family, you understand? So it has to be paid. When your bride price is not paid, they will not value you in the marriage.
Okay, that's good. Where are you originally from?
Originally, I'll say Africa. Some people call it the Gold Coast. It used to be the Gold Coast. Some people call it Ghana. So, yeah, entirely up to you. Some people take it very seriously. Other people are against it. There are views for and views against. Historically, some people have felt it's exploitative of women. Even before that, historically, people have had issues with the whole bride price concept. So it's had arguments for and arguments against. So depends on which side of the scale you stand in, you would have your view. So yeah, people got views for, views against, but like I say, hey, it's an interesting world these days.
I'm from Nigeria. Yeah, bride price is necessary because it's an important aspect of African culture. So it's kind of an ancestral something that was handed over to us. So I just have to like, go in line with what has been handed over to us by our ancestors. And I think it's the right thing to do because you cannot just go and take someone's daughter just like that. That's been doing the proper, how will I put it? Just like white wedding and the rest of it. That is a Western aspect of marriage. But traditional marriage and bride price paying is the important aspect of African culture and tradition.
Yeah, I'm from Igbo tribe in Nigeria.
Okay.
I can say bride price is mandatory. When a young man, decided to settle down, to marry, so he has to go to the family of the wife, to marry. Then after the tradition, he need to pay. There's a money he will pay to the family, to the father, So is a mandatory, is a tradition, for the family, for the person that getting married to pay to the family. So is everybody will witness it. So it's a mandatory, it's a tradition because we are the original, So it is needed, it's compulsory that a bride price must be paid. So that is our culture, That is Igbo culture and Africa culture as well. I believe all Africans does that.
I'm originally from Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bride price is not just cannot just be ascribed to Africans, right? Even if you want to look at other continents of the world, there are some aspects that can be termed as bride price, but they might not, represent it in terms of money the way, we might have it in parts of Africa. So it's not only attributed to Africa itself. Even in the Bible, right? When you want to get a wife, there are things that the supposed husband would need to carry to the wife's family. Sorry for my baby. So there are things the husband should need to carry to the supposed wife's family before that is being done. So I wouldn't say it's ascribed to only Africa. So it's generally everywhere in the world.
I'm from Nigeria.
Okay, all right.
Wow, it's very good. It's a very good pride for us, especially, like me, I'm Yoruba. If your husband doesn't pay a bride on you, oh my gosh, it's just as if, even if you have a child, they like just to say the child is a bastard. And you have everything, you have audacity, you have 100% that, oh, is my husband, and this is my home, and it's a big pride and priority. So, like me, I got a child, I have a daughter, so I told my daughter that whenever she wants to get married, her husband family must come to me to come and pay the bride, so as to know that I'm originally Nigerian and it's our culture. Yeah, it's just if they don't pay bride, it's just as if a man just grab you from the streets, just on the road. There's no any respect. But if with this pride paid, then it's everything. Then you will say that, oh, you pay price of me. So this is this is that, this is that. And it's very good, and for women, for mother as well, you'll be proud of it.
I'm originally from Nigeria.
Okay.
It gives the bride's parents an assurance that there's actually a man that will go an extra mile. The money means nothing to us, but we just take it as a mark of tradition and to show seriousness.
I'm from Nigeria.
Okay.
First of all, bride price is traditional, is also official, and it expresses the love that the groom has for the bride. And without bride price, it is known that marriage has not been recognized.
I am from Nigeria. It's a tradition in my part of the country for every woman going to their husband's house has to have a bride price. So it's part of the customs, especially from I won't even say from the Yoruba side. Because in Nigeria we have 3 different tribes. So we have the Yoruba, the Igbo, and the Hausa. And I think all the tribes does their bride price. Literally, the reason why that is being abolished is that our forefathers believed that when a lady is virtuous, a lady is precious, and if a lady is going away, there needs to be something that we give them some of respect in a way, and the husband to value her. So in that aspect, bride price is basically for parents. It's not like you're sending your daughter away, but it's just that it's a costume that are you capable to look after her? Are you financially stable to maintain this traditional role? Because, sorry about the noise. So because bride price is every tribe has got their fixed rate. It doesn't, like my Yoruba people, they don't actually have a particular rate, but they have like the right for you to buy some certain things. It couldn't have to be monetary. There are so many things that it could be. It could be material things like clothes. It could be food, things to the family that is saying we're giving out. Not giving out. Our daughter is going away. She's going to be going, but let's enjoy and marry together while she's going. For the husband, this is what is coming to seek, to say thank you for looking after her for me, in a way. So that is why I feel bride price is. So it's just for us, the mother and the father, to free privilege that they've nurtured a well-cultured girl that could have humble herself and have that virtues in her to go to go and humble herself to a man. So the parents are very proud to have the prize for that yes, I deserve to be pampered, I deserve that prize. So yeah, that bride price is really, really a custom thing, and I think it's something every mother, and it actually gives the man as well respects the wife, that yes, I can't treat you anyhow, you know, because there's a certain people I can talk to. There's a certain people that knows how the journey has been. I pay so. I know how to get the sweat to get something. So therefore it's attached to a value as well to the girl. So it's not as if you're just going like that. You don't have a root. You don't have somebody to report to. You don't have a family. So price is a tradition thing. Bad price is something. That's why we have engagements in Nigeria, for example, before they actually do their customs of wedding or English wedding or court wedding or go to church. But bride price is part of the traditional engagement that we taking aboard in Africa.
I'm originally from Nigeria. Bride price is symbolic. It's cultural, so it's actually part of the rites of marriage. It's symbolic. It shouldn't be a burden. It's just something that needs to happen for the families to have done like an exchange, to have come together to give away their children or to join their children in matrimony. And so bride price is cultural, it's traditional, and it's also symbolic. It shouldn't be a burden on the payer or it shouldn't enrich those that are receiving it. And that's my view.
And if you have like 500 pounds, you are good to go in every aspect of the bride price and everything. Even in that bride price paying, you know, you have to bring some drinks. That one is just the mandatory stuff. Then if you are paying the money, maybe you can pay like in naira, maybe it's 10,000. If you pay 10,000 or 20,000, then the family of the bride will just return some part of that money to you, telling you that you are not selling they are not selling their child.
How much is 20,000 naira in pounds?
No, it's not. It's 10 pounds or thereabouts.
10 pounds?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not that much. And also, I heard of Zimbabwe and the rest of the African countries. That one is exploitation.
And how much are they charging in Zimbabwe?
I heard it's 30,000, 25,000. Oh man, that's exploitation. And cows and the rest of it. We don't do that in Africa. In Igbo land, to be precise, we don't do that in Igbo land. In other parts of the world, like Zimbabwe, South Sudan, and the rest of it, no, that those ones are not okay. They have to, like, you know, do something like, you know, how will I put it? Adjust and remove some aspect of it because it's too much. You cannot just pay a 30,000 pounds for what? No, that's barbaric. That's foolishness. It's not okay.
The price system is just a subset of things you need to do to get married. So you get what you call the traditional marriage list, a list of things that you're expected to bring, and in all honesty, the bride price is perhaps one of the least items there because there are a whole lot of things you bring. There are monies you bring also, which aren't the bride price, but amounts that will be distributed within the extended family. So the bride price is never a very significant thing. It should just be, as it were, just one of the things. And from what I know and my experience, the bride price is often returned back to the bride to say, we're not selling our daughter, take care of her. They don't return any other thing except the bride price, and that's just one of a whole list of items, and that's the way it is. So the bride price in my own culture is largely symbolic. It's not, they're not selling their daughter, it's a symbolic thing, and that's the way we Yorubas view the bride price. You're not exchanging your daughter. They always say there's no price you can pay on, you can place on her, regardless of the level of education. If she has 3 PhDs or she hasn't gone to school, it's the intrinsic, the value she has as a human being that they tell her no amount of money can buy. And for that reason, most families always return the bride price to the husband after to say, look, we're not selling our daughter, take good care of her, she's a jewel, and that.
I'm not really one who does things for money anyway, so I'm not a great fan of paying somebody for something. If a person wants to be with another person it should be their choice, their right. So person A wants to be with person B, and they should be able to do that with any kind of, without any kind of money-free exchanges.
No, it shouldn't be abolished. It's necessary. It's important.
No, it can never be abolished because it has been existing before the white people colonial rules. It has been this is our ancestors have been doing it before us, before our grandfathers. So we are Africa. We are original. So it's mandatory. Can never be abolished, and no one think about it. No matter religion, no matter Christianity, is original. It must be done.
I don't think it should be abolished. I'm being very clear here. I'm being very plain. However, in my own, contribution, if I would contribute to that, subject, I would say that we should be considerate in the bride price that we're giving, because you have instances where you have a young man that is eager to get married, and you realize that he is going to the family of the wife, and you see the bride price, and it looks very funny that even the people from that family might not be able to pay. So I don't think it should be abolished, but I think it should be reasonable. So for example, you have a young man that is eager to get married. I feel the wife's family to be should be considerate. For example, if it was our own son that is going to marry, would he be able to have these things on the list, and will he be able to have this amount of money to give? So for me, marriage is not just like a one-off transaction, it's a going concern. So even if the person is coming to say, hey, I have 10,000 to give as bride price, and you collect it, it shows the person that you are considerate. The person would need to come back. For example, in Nigeria, we have Easter, we have December period, Christmas, where people go back to their family. But instances where the man is choked, let me use that word, right? You realize that the man might not come back, and the family of the wife would now see it as a loss. So I don't think it should be abolished. I think family should be considered when determining bride price for the would-be husband. Yeah.
No. I support that. No, it needs to continue, and it's very good. As I told you, I have daughters. They must pay. They must pay for it. Yeah. I have children. I have daughters. The husband must pay. Yeah, they must pay for it. That's it. It's very good, and it's very important.
It shouldn't be abolished. Though it can be a choice thing for those who want to give and receive, for those who don't believe in it. I don't think it should be abolished.
No, because it is tradition. It is actually tradition to pay bride price. Where I'm from, once the bride price has been collected by the bride's family, we return it. You should pay bride price to the bride's family, but it will be returned. And also it should be a token as well. It shouldn't choke the groom's family because they want to marry your daughter. Actually,
my own opinion, I wouldn't say that this should be abolished. No way, because where is the value? So if you say you can just, that is why I'm not labeling anybody. That is why so many people have partners. They just say because they're boyfriend and girlfriend sleeping together, that means they're married. No, it's not. So if you take that away, you're taking away the prestige of a lady. You're taking away this is the only voice you have to nourish yourself, that I'm actually going to my husband's house and not even going alone. This is what my husband people have given my family as a pride for myself, that they don't have to be that rich. You understand? That's why I said there's no certain amount. It depends on the understanding of the old two families. So taking that away, to me, it makes them more vulnerable. It makes women more vulnerable in a way, because as men, as they've got their ego is in them already. So that will give them like, you don't worth anything anyways. So in as much that what they've given is not what it's worth, but it's a sign that at least there's something to say this has been nurtured, she's go to school. Because if we were to count how much bride price is, there's no man that can pay that. No man, but it's just like a sign that shows that this is what my husband family can actually do to respect me. So taking that away is wrong to me. I will not. My daughter, I have to get the bride price for my daughters.
I don't think it should be abolished. I think it should be modified. It should be made rational. It shouldn't be burdensome. It shouldn't be onerous. It should be something that could be affordable, because marriage in itself is a long journey, and couples shouldn't, the husband or each of them should not need to live under the burden of, having paid so much or so much is expected. Marriage is a union between two people that love themselves. It shouldn't be a problem on either party. So it shouldn't be abolished, but there should be a common sense approach to the way bride price is paid and also what is paid. And that's the way I would look at it.
Okay. You are equal in marriage. Why should your boyfriend or your husband pay for you to marry him?
Does this make any financial sense?
Yeah.
Or should we put this money into our first home? Should we put this money into our businesses? Should we put this money into ourselves, sort of thing?
Hopefully people go back to, a time where marriage was about loving each other and appreciating each other and uniting families more than it is about making money.
It feels really dated.
So we would like young people in the UK to actually understand the history of bride price. We would like them to acknowledge that marital gifts are great and beautiful, and that is what they should take with them. But we would like them to actually say no to bride price.
I appreciate the sentiment behind the gifts and the effort that's gone into it, but no, I don't see myself as being bought.
Today, I had quite a few interesting interactive discussions with Africans based in London. Quite a few had very good points to defend the cultural practice. I've learned quite a lot today, and what I've come to realize is that the culture of bride price, though the concept may be similar, it is practiced differently in many parts of Africa. So I think we could learn a lot from each other and how we practice it. Thank you so much for watching, and please share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of the practice? Should this cultural norm continue, or should it be abolished? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.